Oh my god, guys, the Switch Pro is confirmed! It's true, Nintendo teased it in the Switch code. The Switch Pro, the Switch 2.0, it's confirmed! Can you guys believe that? The Nintendo Switch Pro is coming out! Can you guys believe that? The Switch Pro is coming out! Yeah! No, it's not, actually. I hate to break it to you, but I don't think that Nintendo's making the Switch Pro yet. I still hold on to the fact that they are making one soon, but I don't think that it's out, or they're developing it now. But you probably have no idea what I'm talking about, so I'll get into the actual story now. So if you own a Switch, then you probably know that update 5.0.0 has come out, and to be honest, this update hasn't really added much. It added new Twitter features, like finding Nintendo Switch friends on Twitter, and it fixed some issues, like with the whole debacle where, like, some games would say that you first played them if it's, like, 1 year old. You know what I'm talking about with that. And to be honest, because Nintendo didn't really change too much, I didn't make a video about it. But something has just come out that when I saw this, like, my brain, the first thing that I thought was, wow, okay, my Switch is already outdated. And then I thought, okay, actually looking at this, maybe my Switch is not outdated yet. So, hackers who have dug into the Nintendo Switch code have discovered that Nintendo might be working on a new revision of the Switch called, it's codenamed Mariko, or Mariko, M-A-R-I-K-O. Something that I actually want to connect it was, Mariko is actually the name of a fictional Japanese character from a Marvel comic, so maybe that's where the origin of that name came from, but, you know what, let's just keep going. And that's really it. They didn't find much else. All they found out was that there's going to be Mariko, this new Switch version, coming out soon. And they don't know what it's going to have or what it's going to be like. They literally don't know anything, but there's a chance it's happening, and it's going to be codenamed Mariko. And as you can imagine, when that happened, the internet kind of sort of exploded, mainly on Twitter. And, you know, when Nintendo doesn't even announce something, they just leak it, in very small chunks. Like, Twitter and Nintendo fans all over the internet will literally, like, start riots in the street. It's insane what they'll do. And to be honest, I don't really blame them. Nintendo keeps throwing us some real hype. But let's just calm down for a second, and let's talk about this face to face, about what we think this codename Mariko is gonna be. So, like I said in this little intro I did at the beginning of this video, I don't think what Nintendo's doing is they're making a Switch Pro, mainly because I think it's too early. I think that Nintendo is going to, I still hold on to the fact that they're going to release a new version of the Switch that is way more powerful, but I don't think that it's going to be in development this soon. I think later 2018 would be the earliest for Nintendo to start developing it. I just can't see Nintendo doing that this early on in the Switch's life cycle. Like, the Switch literally just turned 1 year old, but that's not the main point. What will Mariko be? Well, Mariko might not even be an actual thing. It might just be this, like, glitch in the code, or it might just maybe be, like, nobody knows. There's a chance that Mariko is not actually a new, like, revision of the Switch. We just gotta consider every possible outcome here. What I think Nintendo's doing is they're releasing a new version of the Switch to sort of calm down everyone who's been complaining about the current issues with the Switch. Like, okay, the Switch, it's good, but the dock can't really, upscale to 4K that well. And, the Switch is bending a lot. So, they're probably releasing a new Switch to fix all these issues. Maybe this new Switch will not have a plastic screen, or maybe the dock will not be made of plastic, just so we don't get the scratching issue. And maybe the Joy-Cons will be designed differently so that in case there's any possible chance of the left Joy-Con desyncing, like, that'll be completely eviscerated. So, basically, what I'm imagining this to be is that Nintendo is just releasing a new version of the Switch, maybe like the Nintendo Switch Slim, the Nintendo Switch S, just to sort of take over those problems. I don't know what its price is going to be. If I were to take a guess, I would say hopefully around the same price point of the Switch, and I'll get into why I think that. But still, this is very weird to talk about because we have no idea what's happening. And for all we know, Nintendo could be releasing their new Switch with a Titan XP
and a Core i9. But to be honest, I think it's literally just going to be the same Nintendo Switch, but slightly slimmer. But you have no idea. I don't work at Nintendo. So I'm recording this late, so I don't really have much of an input on this because I'm tired. But as basically what I can tell you is that I don't think this is the Switch Pro because I think it's a bit too early. But who knows? Like I said, I keep saying this in my videos. I'm not Tatsumi Kimishima. I don't work at Nintendo. I don't know anything about this besides that it's might be happening and it's codenamed Mariko. What I'm worried about is that I really hope Nintendo's not making a Nintendo Switch Slim and they're going to price it at like maybe $50 cheaper than the current Switch. And that's only if Nintendo adds a certain feature to the Nintendo Switch Slim, the supposed Nintendo Switch Slim that's codenamed Mariko. And that feature, it's an issue that a lot of people have been complaining about, is that although the Switch, like, it can output some great details, if you're outputting the Switch to, like, a 4K, like, or God forbid, 8K display, it doesn't look anywhere near like the quality of our consoles. Now, obviously 8K is far-fetched. I was just throwing that in because, you know what, why not? And of course the Nintendo Switch is not as powerful as even the base Xbox One from 2013. So obviously it won't be able to output as much. But what I'm saying is that a lot of people were hoping that like the new dock or like Nintendo could update the dock where that it would have a better chip that could upscale the games to 4K instead of making it look like a pixeled mess. So that's what Nintendo could also be fixing. But the problem with that is that if this is a slimmer Switch that costs $50 less, then it's going to be a little bit like confusing to people who already own the Switch and they want to go into the new dock. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, if someone owns a Switch like me, like the current Switch, and if they want to upscale their games to 4K, the problem is that when you do that, like, they're going to have to buy another dock, and shouldn't be no problem with that. But what I'm worried is that, what if this dock is smaller and it doesn't fit the other Switch? So this is really confusing because if like this is only a complaint if Nintendo follows a very specific line of instructions. But if not, then I should pretty much be good with this. But if Nintendo makes this new dock able to upscale to 4K and it's not compatible with the older Switch, then I'm just not that would be a horrible decision. You get what I mean? Because then like people would feel scammed. Like, okay, $50 cheaper for a device that's the same specs but it's got a better dock, and the older Switch isn't compatible. Like, what if I want a bigger Switch and I don't want I want to upscale my games to 4K. That's what I'm really worried Nintendo's going to do. But overall, I'm looking forward to this Codename Mariko, and I'm tired, so I'm just gonna go right to bed after I finish editing this video. But anyways, I would appreciate it if you left your thoughts on this in the comments. And if you did enjoy this video, then I would appreciate it if you shared this video on social media, but it's always up to you. I'll have my social medias linked in the description, and see you.